Hello guys, welcome to Earth Motor Cars. Thank you Earth Motor Cars for letting us borrow this car to do a quick review. Right here we have a 2011 BMW 335is, which features the N54 twin scroll engine, as opposed to the 2011 335i, which only features the N55 single but larger turbo engine. This car features upgrades in the 335is are the wheels, the bigger body kit. It's got a better intake system. It has a BMW performance exhaust, and it has 320 horsepower as opposed to the normal 300 horsepower. Take a look inside. In this Alpine White 335is, we have a saddle brown interior. This car comes with the M Sport as a standard package, which is the performance wheels, the M trimming here along the door, and this M on the steering wheel, as well as the upgraded interior. Take a look back here in the exhaust. We have an upgraded BMW performance exhaust, as well as a diffuser. This comes standard on all 335is's, as well as a suspension upgrade, as opposed to the 335i. This 2011 335is is a hardtop convertible. Turn it on. As you can hear, it has a performance upgrade as an exhaust, which you get to the 335is as opposed to the regular 335i. Now, to dig a little bit deeper into the interior and talk a little bit about the transmission, over here you have your paddle shifters, which in the 335is is a DCT. It's a dual clutch transmission, whereas opposed to a 335i, you don't get that. Basically, the dual clutch transmission shifts a lot quicker. It generates a lot quicker shifts and better downshifts when you want to rev match. You can put it in sport mode here. It'll adjust the dampering and the steering of the wheel. It's got a pretty tight turn to it. So over here, we'll put the top down. The 335is does feature a back seat if that's something that you guys are interested in using. As an adult male, not too big, but not too small, fits just well. Definitely more than enough room for the average human. Let's walk around over here. Like I said earlier, the 335is does have the upgraded body kit, so you do get the little bit more aggressive front. You do get the better side skirts, as well as the suspension upgrade like we talked about earlier. It does drop the car just a little bit. If you're looking to get a car as far as tuning and performance upgrades go, some might say that the N55 engine, which is the 335i, is better for tuning as opposed to the 335is, which might not be as attainable for tuning and upgrades. Of course, you may still do some. Also, this 335is is the most competitive to an M3 compared to the 335i. If you're looking to get into the M3 performance without the M3 price, you should probably go with the 335is. It's a great car. It's a great daily driver. It drives very smooth and it handles great. The 335is does feature a beautiful exhaust like we mentioned earlier. I'll go ahead and give it a few revs so you can take a listen for yourself. Hey guys, we're in the 335is. We're gonna go for a quick test drive around the block. As you guys can hear, the exhaust is pretty, sounds pretty nice, even at lower RPMs, right around under 1.5. It sounds pretty good. Of course, we are riding with the top down, so exhaust note might be different, of course, when you have the top down, or top up, I'm sorry. Here we're just driving in regular mode. This is gonna be considered the comfort mode. We're not in sport mode just quite yet, and I'm having it shift for me. So the shifts are really quick. The car drives phenomenal. And the steering is pretty well, it's pretty tight. Probably what you want to be driving around the corners in this. Here in just a second, we'll put it in sport mode and we'll see what the difference feels like. Usually in a BMW, the sport mode, it kind of opens up the throttle a little bit more. It's a little bit more sensitive and responsive. Your steering becomes a little bit more tight and the suspension feels a little bit more sportier. If you guys driven a lot of BMW, you guys will definitely know what I'm talking about here. I'll be honest with you guys, this is my first drive in this car and I'm loving it in the first, quarter mile that I've driven it. We'll start to use the paddles here and then we'll go over to the sport mode and see what the difference feels like. Go downshift, we're in 4th gear and we're in 3rd. And it rev matches for you, not even in sport mode, which is beautiful. you guys can hear that or kind of just tell by the drive itself, the shifts are very responsive, very quick. And honestly, I would recommend the DCT, the transmission, which is the dual clutch transmission. 6th gear now. Drop it into 4th, drop it into 3rd. So that was about 2 to 3.5 RPM over there. As you guys could maybe hear or tell, the pull's pretty good, even in the lower RPMs. And like I said, you guys can definitely tune this car and modify it, but if you guys are looking for more of a JB4 tune or a JB3 tune with the BMW 335s, I would suggest you go with the 335i with the N55 engine. It's a little bit more capable to tuning and performance upgrades. Not saying that this isn't, however. We'll throw it into sport mode here, a little button over here. Downshift into 2nd, just kind of feel the difference. Very responsive, very quick. Like I said, this is all under 3.5 RPM and this car moves. We'll take it around the block here, we'll get onto the actual main road and kind of take it up a little bit more. We're on the road here, we're going about 45 miles an hour. The car is very comfortable. I could definitely recommend this car as a daily driver if you're looking for something more of comfort and performance. And not willing to really give up the space in this car. This car has a lot of cubbies, a lot of placements. You can place a lot of stuff in this car. I would recommend this car as a daily driver. I can see it being practical, however the gas mileage might be the most efficient. I'm loving this transmission. The dual clutch transmission is amazing. It's quick, it's fast, it's responsive, and I would highly recommend you guys get this. Let's talk a little bit more about performance on this car. It's got a lot of low-end torque to it. Didn't mean to put the windshield wipers up. So we have a little bit of, it's got some good low-end torque to it. However, the real power comes after 4 RPM. You truly feel that the turbos start to spool up and kick in. There isn't much lag with the turbos. They're pretty responsive and they spool up pretty quickly past 3.5 RPM. Thank you guys for tuning in with me to watch this review on the 2011 BMW 335is. My personal opinion on this car, I would give it a rating of 9.3 out of 10. The only thing that would truly make it a 10 out of 10 for me, it's nothing too big, it's more of a driver's car. However, I do prefer my luxuries. I would prefer if this car did have a backup camera. Does not have backup camera. If you guys are interested, this car is going right at $20,000. We'll put our email in the description below. Make sure to give us an email if you guys are interested. We'll take care of all of your financing needs and we'll ship it to you wherever you are in the world. Again guys, thanks for tuning in on this review. Thank you to Earth Motor Cars for letting us use this car for a review. If you guys like this video, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more media. Also, if you guys have any suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section below or just shoot us a message. We'll be happy to do it. If you guys like this, also, once again, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more.